Good morning, students. Today the date is July 15 and the day is Wednesday. I hope you all are well and safe at home. In this video, we are going to continue with chapter number 8, comparing quantities, exercise 8.3, question number 2. Kamla borrowed rupees 26,400 from a bank to buy a scooter at the rate of 15% per annum, compounded yearly. What amount will she pay at the end of 2 years and 4 months to clear the loan? Students, in this question, the given statement is Kamla borrowed 26,400 from a bank. It means the principal value is rupees 26,400 at the rate of 15%, that is R is equal to 15% per annum. She has to clear the loan in 2 years and 4 months, that is T is equal to 2 years and 4 months. Now, as we know that this question is compounded yearly, so the conversion period is 1 year. So firstly, I will calculate the amount for the complete years, that is for n is equal to 2 years. So here the amount will be equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n. Substitute the values. This is 26,400 into 1 plus 15 by 100 raised to power 2. So now you can do the simplifications. 3 5s the 15, 100 divided by 5 is 20. So it can be written as 26,400 into 1 plus 3 by 20 raised to power 2. That is equal to 26,400 into 1 plus. Now by taking the LCM of this term, I can write here. This is 26,400. This can be written as 1 upon 1. Now take the LCM, it would be 20. So 20 ones the 20 plus 3 raised to power 2, which is equal to 26,400 into 23 by 20 raised to power 2, which can be further written as 26,400 into 23 by 20 multiplied by 23 by 20. Now do the simplifications. These two zeros will cancel each other. This is 2 ones the 2, 2 3s the 6, 2 2s the 4. Next is 2 6 the 12, 2 6 the 12, which is equal to 66 multiplied by 23 multiplied by 23. So we can say that amount is equals to rupees 34,914. Students, this amount is calculated for 2 years, but we have to calculate the amount after 2 years and 4 months. Now I will simply write this amount as A1. Now we know that the principal value for the next year becomes the amount for the previous year. Now as the amount for the previous year, that is at the end of second year, it's 34,914. So we can say that P1 is equal to A1, that is equal to rupees 34,914. This is the principal value for the next year. Now rate of interest is 15% per annum. Time left is 4 months and we will convert 4 months into years. That is equal to 4 divided by 12, 4 3s the 12, which is equal to 1 by 3 year. Now for simple interest, P into R into T by 100, substitute the values. P is 34,914 multiplied by R is 15 and T time is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3, 3 5s the 15, 5 2s the 10, 20, 10 2s the 20. Here 2 ones the 2, 14, 2 7 the 14, 2 4s the 8, 2 5s the 10, 2 7 the 14. So this is 17,457 by 10, which is equal to rupees 1745.7. This is the value of simple interest, that is for the 4 months. We have to calculate the value for 2 years, 4 months. So we can say that amount to be paid after 2 years, 4 months is equal to A1 plus simple interest, where A1 is 34,914 plus 1745.7. This is equal to rupees 36,659.7 is the required amount to be paid after 2 years and 4 months. Question number 3 is, Fabina borrows rupees 12,500 at 12% per annum for 3 years at simple interest, and Radha borrows the same amount at 10% per annum compounded annually. Who pays more interest and by how much? Students, in this question it is given that Fabina borrows rupees 12,500 at 12% per annum for 3 years. That is, in case of Fabina, principal is equal to rupees 12,500. Rate of interest is 12% per annum and the time is 3 years. Fabina borrows the money at simple interest. So we will calculate simple interest here, that is equal to P into R into T by 100. This is equal to 12,500 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 3 divided by 100. These two zeros will cancel each other and you can say that simple interest is equal to rupees 4,500. Now Radha borrows the same amount and time, that is the time and amount is same at 10%, only the rate of interest is different per annum compounded annually. It means for this we are to calculate compound interest. So here I will write, in case of Radha, I have principal value is equal to rupees 12,500. Rate of interest is 10% per annum and the time is again 3 years. This can be equals to n. So here the amount will be P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n. Now substitute the values. It would be 12,500 into 1 plus 10 by 100 raised to power 3. It can be written as 12,500 into 1 plus 1 by 10 raised to power 3. Now by taking the LCM, it will be 10 plus 1 raised to power 3. That is further simplified as 12,500 into 11 by 10, 11 by 10 into 11 by 10. Now do the simplifications. These two zeros will cancel each other. Now 125 multiplied by the cubic of 11 is equal to 166,375 by 10. So the amount can be written as rupees 166,37.5. This is the amount, but we have to calculate the interest. So we can write here interest, that is compound interest, is equal to A minus P, where A is 16,637.5 minus principal is 12,500. So we can say that compound interest is equal to 4137.5. This is compound interest. As it was asked in the question, who pays more interest and by how much? Now we can see that Fabina pays 4500 and Radha pays 4137.5 rupees. So we can say that Fabina pays more interest. So here Fabina pays more interest. By how much? Now we will see the difference of the two. What is the difference? That is at this is 4500 minus 4137.5. This is equals to rupees 362.5. This is the interest which Fabina pays more than Radha. Question number 4. I borrowed rupees 12,000 from Jamshed at 6% per annum simple interest for 2 years. Had I borrowed this sum at 6% per annum compounded interest, what extra amount I have to pay? We have here two conditions. If we borrow the given amount for simple interest and if we borrow the same amount at compound interest, then how much extra amount we have to pay? Now here I would write firstly for simple interest, the principal is rupees 12,000. Rate of interest is 6% per annum and the time is 2 years. Firstly, I will calculate the simple interest. Simple interest is equal to P into R into T by 100. Now P is 12,000 multiplied by R is 6 and time is 2 years divided by 100. These two zeros will cancel each other. 6 2s the 12. 12 multiplied by 12 is 144. So we can say that simple interest is equal to rupees 1440. Now I have to calculate the same interest for the compound interest. The values are same, principal is same, rate of interest is same, time is same. Now I would calculate for the compound interest. Now again the values as same. So I will simply write here amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n. So here we can say that n is also equal to T. So P is what? This is 12,000 into 1 plus rate of interest is 6 divided by 100 raised to power 2. So this is equal to 12,000, 3 2s the 6, 50 2s the 100. 1 plus 3 by 50 raised to power 2. Now take the LCM inside the bracket. It will be 50. 50 plus 3 raised to power 2, which is equal to 12,000 into 53 by 50. Multiplied by 53 by 50. Now these two zeros will cancel here. 5 2s the 10. Again 2 0 20. 5 4s the 20. Now which is equal to 24 multiplied by 53 multiplied by 53 divided by 5. Now we can say that amount is equal to the product of 24, 53 and 53 is 67416 divided by 5, which is equal to rupees 13,483.2. that is 13,483.2. Now this is the amount. We have to calculate the compound interest as well. This is A minus B, where A is 13,483.2 and the principal value is 12,000. So this is equal to, compound interest is equal to 1483.2. Now you can compare the two values, as the simple interest is 1440 and the compound interest is 1483.2. So we can say that the value of compound interest is more than the simple interest. So the difference in the amounts is, that is extra amount to be paid is equal to 1483.2 minus 1440, that is equal to rupees 43.2. This is the extra amount which is to be paid. Question number 5. Vasudevan invested rupees 60,000 at the rate of 12% per annum compounded half yearly. What amount would he get after 6 months, after 1 year? The interest is compounded half yearly. It means the conversion period is after 6 months. Now the principal amount is rupees 60,000 and the rate of interest is 12% and the time is 6 months, or we can say that 6 by 12, that is 1 by 2 year. Now as we have given in the question, it is compounded half yearly. So for half yearly, rate of interest will be half the rate of interest per annum. As we know that for half yearly we will do the conversions. We will divide rate of interest by 2 and multiply time by 2. So here the rate of interest will be equal to 12 by 2, that is 6% half for half yearly. Now the time will be equal to, that is n is equal to 1 by 2 multiplied by 2 half years, that is equal to 2 and 2 cancel, that is 1. So we can say that in a complete year there are 2 half years. Here we have 6 months, so we have 1 half year. Now calculate the amount, that is P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n. P is 60,000. 1 plus R for the half years is 6%. So 6 upon 100 raised to power n is 1. So this is 1. This is equal to 3 2's the 6, 50 2's the 100. So 60,000 into 1 plus 3 by 50. That is equal to 60,000 into, by taking the LCM of this, is 50 plus 3 by 50. That is 60,000 into 53 by 50. 0 and 0 cancel. 5 1's the 5, 1 0 10, 5's 2's the 10. So this is 1200 multiplied by 53 is 63,600. So the amount he would get after 6 months will be equal to 63,600. Amount is equal to rupees 63,600 that he would get after 6 months. Now we have to calculate the same for the 1 year also. Now here the second part is, in this again the principal value is rupees 60,000. Rate of interest is 6%, as I have done the conversion here, so I have written here 6%, and the time n will be equal to, as 1 year is given and we will multiply it by 2, that is 2 half years are there. So amount will be equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n, that is 60,000 into 1 plus 6 by 100 raised to power 2. The only difference in this part is for the time. As here time is 1 year, so we will have 2 half years here. And the rate of interest is same as above part. So here 3 2's the 6, 52's the 100. Again the same simplifications will be there. 60,000 into 1 plus 3 by 50 raised to power 2. It can be written as 60,000 multiplied by 53 by 50 multiplied by 53 by 50. Now do the simplifications. These two zeros will cancel each other. This is 120. Again on the table of 5, 5 2's the 10, 220, 5 4's the 20. So which is equal to 24 multiplied by 53 multiplied by 53. So at last we can say that the amount to be get after 1 year will be equal to, amount is equal to rupees 67,416. This is the amount after 1 year, and this was the amount after 6 months. So which is the required answer? Question number 6. Arif took a loan of rupees 80,000 from a bank. If the rate of interest is 10% per annum, find the difference in the amounts he would be paying after 1.5 years if the interest is compounded annually and compounded half yearly. Now we are to calculate the interest for both the cases. If it is compounded annually, it means the conversion period is after 1 year, and if the conversion period is after 6 months. Now firstly, in first case we will calculate as P is equal to rupees 80,000 and the rate of interest is 10% per annum. And next one is the time here is 1.5 year. And students, we know that for compound interest we always firstly calculate the interest for complete year, then for the half year. Now here we can say that n is equal to 1 year. So the amount can be calculated as P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n. P is 80,000 into 1 plus 10 by 100 raised to power 1, that is 80,000 into this 0 and this 0 cancel, 1 plus 1 by 10, that is 80,000 into, by taking the LCM, it is 10 plus 1 upon 10, that is 80,000 multiplied by 11 by 10. This 0 and this 0 cancel, 11 8's the 88,000. So we can say that amount after 1 year is 88,000. Now we have to also calculate the interest for half year. So we can say that I will take this as A1 and P1 will be equal to the amount that is we have calculated here. So we can say that P1 is equal to A1, that is the amount for the previous year, 88,000. Rate of interest is 10% per annum and the T is half year. So here I will calculate simple interest. So we can say that simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Here P is 88,000 multiplied by R is 10 and the time is 1 by 2 multiplied by 100. This 0 and this 0 cancel, this 0 cancel. 2 4s the 8, 2 4s the 8, 40, 400. So we can say that the simple interest is equal to rupees 4400. Now we have to calculate the amount after 1.5 year. After 1 year the amount is 88,000 and the simple interest for the 6 months is 4400. So the amount after 1.5 year is equal to 88,000 plus 4400. So this is equal to rupees 92,400. Now for the second part, we know that it is given that we have to calculate the interest if it is compounded half yearly. And for half year, firstly I will write here, second part is P is equal to rupees 80,000 and we know that rate of interest is 10% per annum and the time is 1.5 year. As we have to calculate it for the half years, so I will do the conversions for half yearly. So here I will write for half yearly, it will be equals to, rate of interest will be equals to 10 by 2, that is 5%, and time is equal to, or you can say that n is equal to 1 into 2 ones the 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2 years, that is 3 by 2 will be multiplied by 2. 2 and 2 cancel each other, that is 3 half years, n is equal to 3. Now use the formula to calculate the amount. Amount is equal to A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power n, that is P is equal to 80,000 into 1 plus R is 5 upon 100 raised to power 3. So 5 ones the 5, 25's the 100. So this is equal to 80,000 into 1 plus 1 by 20 raised to power 3, which is equal to 80,000. By taking the LCM, it will be 20. 20 plus 1 raised to power 3, which is equal to 80,000 multiplied by 20 plus 1 is 21 upon 20, power is 3, so we will write 3 times 20 multiplied by 21 by 20. Now cancel these zeros with these terms. 2 4's the 8, 40, 2 2's the 4, 20, 2 10's the 20. So this is equals to 10 multiplied by 21 into 21 into 21, which is equal to rupees 92,610. As the question was calculate the difference in the amounts he would be paying after 1.5 year if the interest is compounded annually and half yearly. Here we have calculated the amount after 1.5 year. If it is compounded annually, that is 92,400. In the second case, we have calculated the value if it is compounded half yearly. As we got the both values, for the first part the answer is 92,400 and the second part the answer is 92,610. So the difference in the amounts will be, the difference is equal to, this is 92,610, this is greater, so 92,610 minus 92,400, which is equal to rupees 210. If the amount is compounded half yearly, then they have to pay 210 rupees more if it is compounded annually. So students, this is all about question number 2 to 6 of exercise 8.3. Thank you.